Hi, I'm Sarah and I'm from Germany and I've been living in Portugal for the past 4 years. I'm a marine scientist and I work in physical oceanography and ocean observation. The area around the Costa Vicentina is considered the northern branch of the Canary upwelling system, which in these upwelling events, it means that nutrient-rich waters of the deep ocean come to the surface, making this area one of the most productive in the world and giving it immense socioeconomic value. Also in the south we have the Ria Formosa lagoon, which is incredibly rich in biodiversity. It's hosting various species. For instance, the seahorse population in the Ria Formosa is one of the most important ones to sustain the European seahorse. And obviously we have beautiful beaches and it's great for tourism and to enjoy water sports and the Portuguese culture. I came to Portugal to do my master course in marine science, and during this time I was living on the Ilha de Faro, which is one of the barrier islands of the south of Portugal. And during this time basically the beach was my garden, and I met this incredible community around there, so we could embrace and enjoy the ocean every day, go surfing and yeah, just enjoying the beach. So this area became very close to my heart and I really connected emotionally to it. As well as the surfers, we went always to the west coast and we could witness the beauty of and the wildness of the North Atlantic, especially during winter, and it's just a very, very breathtaking area and it's very close to my heart. The way I connect with this coastline is one, obviously on the professional level, as I've been studying it for the past 2 years. We've been going out to Sagres, the southwest tip of the Iberian Peninsula, and taking physical measurements, so checking the salinity, temperature, and basically understanding the system around the coast. So I'm really connected on this professional level, going out on the ship, really experiencing the ocean here, and then also on the personal level, I love surfing. I got into surfing when I came here, and just experiencing the calm ocean, the wild ocean, you really understand the power behind it, and that we humans are nothing against this nature, and it really makes you think of this as a bigger picture and see how important the ocean is for all of us. Obviously this coastline suffers as any other coastlines from various threats. We have climate change causing sea level rise, more intensified storms causing coastal erosion, which we see a lot here along the coast. We have strong tourism impacting the dunes and the ecosystems. We have pollution, some really distinctive examples which are really visible, caused by climate change, and we have this invasive species of macroalgae that is currently floating around the waters, mostly in the south coast and on the beaches, which is one, for the aesthetics of the beach, obviously not very nice for us to enjoy the beach, but also for the economical value. It causes a lot of harm for the local fishermen because these macroalgae are trapped in their nets, so they really suffer from this pollution basically of this macroalgae. Also what we have due to climate change, we have the sea level rise, and in the south we have all these barrier islands which are inhabited by coastal communities, and through this intensified storms and the sea level rise, these islands, they will get flooded. Some of the islands already got fully flooded in the past, so these coastal communities are really endangered by these future changes that will happen. What I'm doing to help to face these challenges is, one, we take this data of the ocean, which we then share openly with the scientific community, but also with different stakeholders. So based on these global ocean observation data, we can generate climate models, we can generate future predictions to then mitigate the impacts of climate change, and then implement early warning systems. We can implement measures, for example, beach nourishment. So one, I'm collecting this data in my group, but also I started the ocean literacy project called ONDA, which is the word for wave in Portuguese and stands for Ocean Night, Discover and Act. And in this project we go around surf camps and we want to teach the staff and the clients in the surf camps about the ocean and why it is important for our well-being, whether you live on the coast or even landlocked. So there we try to teach about the ocean and create this emotional connection with all of us. In order to move towards a sustainable ocean and a sustainable future, I strongly believe that we need to collaborate on all levels, starting from our individual responsibility when I go into the supermarket and I don't take the plastic bag when I pack my fruits, then moving to the local and the regional level, where we start local community projects to teach our citizens about the ocean, to include them in citizen science, make them collect water samples, or take pictures of the species to help scientists to identify the biodiversity. And then also, of course, moving to the upper levels, to the higher institutions on the political level, where policymakers need to implement measures to mitigate the impacts of plastic pollution, climate change. So it's not just individual or the politicians, it's really and. We really need to work on all levels and get all stakeholders involved so that we can actually reach a change in our minds and also in our society to move towards a sustainable ocean.